so our lesson is at stage 11, paragraph
Mm-hmm.
page 946.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, one moment. Let me check. 946. And our last head
Mm-hmm.
word was violence, new word type
Mm-hmm.
of lesson. Okay, so let's
Yes, that's
start.
right.
Let's start with revision. Moment. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Okay.
First question. Do you consider global warming a major or minor problem? Do you consider global warming a major or minor problem? I consider
I
global
consider
warming
global warming a major problem.
very good. And do you think the majority of people agree with your view or only a minority? And do you think the majority of people agree with your view or only a minority? I think
I think mm,
majority
uh, majority
of people
majority
agree
people agree
with my view.
with my view.
Very good. One more. I think
I
majority of
think
people
majority of people
agree with my view.
agree with my view.
Very good. What do we rest our feet on when we're riding a bicycle? What do we rest our feet on when we're riding a bicycle? We rest our feet
We rest
on
our feet
pedals
on pedals
when we're riding a
when we
bicycle.
are riding a bicycle.
Very good. In a car, what do we have to adjust to ensure our feet can rest on the pedals easily? In a car, what do we have to adjust to ensure our feet can rest on the pedals easily? In a car,
In a
we
car,
have to adjust
we have
the
to
seat
adjust
to
the
ensure
seat
our feet
to ensure our
can
feet
rest on the
can
pedals
rest on
easily.
the pedals easily.
Very good. Why should we always ensure that our spelling is correct before sending an email at work? Why should we always ensure that our spelling is correct before sending an email at work? We should always
We should
ensure
always
that our
ensure
spelling
that our
is
spelling
correct before
is
sending
correct
an
before
email at
sending
work
an email at
because
work
poor spelling
because poor
can make
spelling
a bad
can make
impression
a bad
on
impression
people.
on people.
Very good. If you had a train to catch from the nearest station in 10 minutes time, do you reckon you could make it if you left right now? If you had a train to catch from the nearest station in 10 minutes time, do you reckon you could make it if you left right now? Yes or no?
No,
If I had
if
a
I
train
had a
to
train
catch
to
from the
catch
nearest station
from the nearest
in
station
10 minutes
in
time,
10 minutes
I
time,
don't think I
I
could
don't
make
think
it
I could make
if I
it
left right
if
now.
I left my right now.
Very good. What percentage of amateur actors do you reckon manage to make it professionally? What percentage of amateur actors do you reckon manage to make it professionally? I reckon
I reckon mm, 2% 2%
two
of
percent
amateur
of a
two
moment.
percent
I
of
think a small
I think a
percentage
small
of
percentage
amateur actors
of amateur
manage
actors
to make it
manage to
professionally.
make it professionally.
Very good. What's a photo album? What's a photo album? A photo album
Of a
is
photo
a
album
folder or
is
book
a folder for
containing
book
photographs.
containing photographs.
Very good. Is there a band or is there any band whose album you buy as soon as they're released? Is there any band whose album you buy as soon as they're released? Yes or no?
No,
There isn't any
there
band
isn't any
whose
band
album I
whose
buy
album I
as
buy
soon as they're
as
released.
soon as they are released.
Very good. What does one have to do if one wishes to be aware of what's going on in the world? What does one have to do if one wishes to be aware of what's going on in the world? If one wishes
If one wishes
to be aware
to be
of what's
aware
going
of
on
what's
in the world,
going on in the world,
one has to.
one has to follow the news.
Very good. Is oil a commodity that your country mostly imports or exports? Is oil a commodity that your country mostly imports or export? Oil is a
Oil
commodity
is a
that my
commodity
country
that my
mostly
country mostly import.
imports. Very good. Why is a growth in exports good for a country? Why is a growth in exports good for a country? A growth in
A
exports
growth in
is good
export
for a
is
country
good for country
because it strengthens.
it strengthens them.
Because it strengthens.
It strengthens
One more. Because it
because
strengthens.
It
The
strengthens
economy of the country.
economy of the country.
Very good. One more. A growth in
A
exports
growth in
is good
export
for a
is
country
good for a country
because it strengthens
because it
the
strengthens
economy of the
the
country.
economy of the country.
Very good. What, in your opinion, are the most serious issues facing mankind at the moment? What, in your opinion, are the most serious issues facing mankind at the moment? In my opinion,
In my
the
opinion,
most serious
the most
issues
serious issues
facing mankind at
facing
the moment
mankind
are
at the moment are global warming and pollution.
global warming and pollution. Very good. Okay, next. The most magazine produce new issues on a weekly or monthly basis. The most magazine produce new issues on a weekly or monthly basis. Most magazines
Most magazines
produce new issue
produce new
on a
issues
monthly basis.
on monthly basis.
On a monthly basis.
On a monthly basis.
Very good. Why does the government have to issue new banknotes on a regular basis? Why does the government have to issue new banknotes on a regular basis? The government
The
has to
government
issue
has to
new
issue
banknotes
new
on a
banknotes
regular basis
on a regular
because
basis
the old
because
ones
the
get
old ones
filthy and
get
turn.
filthy and turn.
Very good. What do we mean by a grand occasion? What do we mean by a grand occasion? By a grand occasion,
By a grand
we
occasion,
mean a
we
large
mean
and
a
magnificent
large
event,
and magnificent event,
such as a big
such
wedding.
as a big wedding.
Do the guests at such events dress up? Do the guests at such weddings dress up? Yes, the guests
Yes,
at
the
such
guest,
events.
the guest, such a guest, such
Yes,
a,
the guests
yes, the guest
at such
at
events
such events
dress up.
dress up.
Very good. Okay. Have you ever gone to a party dressed up as a famous person or character? Have you ever gone to a party dressed up as a famous person or character? Yes or no?
No,
I've never
I've
gone
never
to a
gone
party
to a
dressed up
party
as a
dressed
famous
up
person
as a famous
or
person
character.
or a character.
Very good. Do you think online betting should be illegal or legal? Do you think online betting should be legal or illegal? I think
I think
online betting
online
should be
betting should be illegal.
very good. What are the two common types of plug? What are the two common types of plug? The two common
The two
types of plug
common types of plug
are a plug
are
in a
a
bath or
plug
sink
in a box or a sink
and in an
and
electrical plug.
electrical plug.
Very good. If you accidentally drilled through a water pipe in your house, how could you plug the hole until the plumber arrived? If you accidentally drilled through a water pipe in your house, how could you plug a hole until the plumber arrived? If I accidentally
If I accidentally
drilled through a
drilled
water
through
pipe in
a
my
water
house,
pipe in my
I
house,
could plug the hole
I could plug the
until the
hole
plumber arrived
until the plumber
by
arrived
using special
by
tape,
using special
a
tape,
piece of cloth,
a piece
etc.
of glass, etc.
Reggie, do you plug in your mobile every night to charge it? Do you plug in your mobile every night to charge it? Yes or no?
Oh yes,
I plug in my
I plug
mobile
in
every night
mobile every night
to charge it.
to charge it.
What's the opposite of the verb plug in? What's the opposite of the verb plug in? The opposite
The
of the
opposite
verb plug
of the
in
verb plug
is
in
unplug.
is unplug.
Very good. Do you personally find online shopping a more and more attractive options these days? Do you personally find online shopping a more and more attractive option these days? Yes or no?
Oh yes,
I personally find
I personally find
online shopping
online
a more
shopping
and
a
more
more and
attractive
more
option these
attractive
days.
option these days.
Very good. Do people working on sales often have targets they have to meet each month? Do people working in sales often have targets they have to meet each month? Yes. People
Yes,
working in
people working
sales
in sales
often have targets,
often have target
often have
often
targets
have targets
they have to meet
they have to
each
meet
month.
each month.
Regit, if you were opening a clothes shop in your town and wanted to target young adults, whereabouts would you locate it? If you're opening a clothes shop in your town and wanted to target young adults, whereabouts would you locate it? If I were opening
If I were
a clothes
opening
shop in my
across of
town
in my
and
town
wanted to target
and I wanted to
young
target
adults,
young
I'd
adults.
locate it in.
I'd located in downtown.
Very good. Give me an example of a phrasal verb. Give me an example of a phrasal verb, please. An example
An
of phrasal
example
verbs
of
are
phrasal verbs are
give up, meaning
give up,
to stop a
meaning
habit,
to stop a
get
habit,
along with,
get along
meaning
with,
to have
meaning
a
to
good
have
relationship
a
with
good
someone,
relationship with someone.
set up, meaning
Set up,
to start
meaning
an
to
organization.
start an organization.
Very good. What percentage of the food you buy do you reckon ends up in the bin? What percentage of the food you buy do you reckon ends up in the bin? I
Mhm.
reckon
I reckon 10%
of the food
of
I
the
buy
food I buy
ends up in the bin.
ends up in the bin.
Very good. Why do you think some people resent those in authority, such as the government, the police, and bosses? Why do you think some people resent those in authority, such as the government, the police, and bosses? I think some
I
people
think
resent
some people
those in
resent
authority.
goes in the
What?
authority,
Those in authority,
those in authority,
such as the government,
such as the
the
government,
police, and
the
bosses,
police, and
because
bosses, because they don't like people telling them
what to do.
what to do.
Very good. Would you say you were an authority on any particular topic? Would you say you were an authority on any particular topic? Yes or no? I
No,
wouldn't
I
say
wouldn't
I was
say
an
I
authority
was an
on
authority
any particular
on
topic.
any particular topic.
Very good. Are you positive you shut your door properly when you left home today? Are you positive you shut your door properly when you left home today? Yes or no?
Oh, yes,
I'm positive. I
I'm
shut my
positive.
door
I
properly
shut my door
when I left
properly
home
when
today.
I left home today.
Very good. If you were planning to see a film with a friend who lived close to the cinema, would you arrange to call for them on the way to the cinema or meet them there? If you were planning to see a film with a friend who lived close to the cinema, would you arrange to call for them on the way to the cinema or meet them there? If I were
Mm,
planning
If I were
to see
planning
a film
to see
with a
a
friend
film
who
with
lived
a friend
close to
who
the
lives
cinema,
close to the
I'd
cinema,
arrange to
I'd arrange to meet them there.
there. Very good. In your view, are tougher laws called for in your country to deal with violence in society? In your view, are tougher laws called for in your country to deal with violence in society? Yes or no?
哦
Okay, we're back. One more.
啊OK，
Okay, so the question, in your
嗯哼
view, are tougher laws called for in your country to deal with violence in society? In your
嗯哼
view, are tougher laws called for in your country to deal with violence in society? Yes or no?
yes,
In my
in my
view,
view,
tougher laws are
tougher
called
laws
for
are
in my
called for
country
in my
to
country
deal with
to deal
violence
with
in
my
society.
violence in
To
society.
deal with
To deal
violence
with violence
in
in
society.
society.
Very good. Okay, so that's the end of our revision. Let's have new
Hmm.
work. Okay,
Okay.
repeat significant.
Significant.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word significant is an adjective. It means large
Hmm.
enough to be noticed or have an effect. For example,
Hmm.
there is a significant difference in prices between the two stores.
Hmm.
Okay, a gift of £1,000 wouldn't make a significant difference to my lifestyle. Okay, let's practice. Would a gift of £1,000 make a significant difference to your lifestyle? Would a gift of £1,000 make a significant difference to your lifestyle? Yes or no?
Oh, yes.
A gift of
A gift of
£1,000
1,000
would
pounds
make a
would
significant
make a
difference
significant
to
difference
my lifestyle.
to my lifestyle.
Very good. At what time of the day do you feel most at peace with the world? At what time of the day do you feel most at peace with the world? I feel. Okay. So
I
repeat.
feel
At
mhm,
peace.
at peace. Okay.
Very good. Okay. Listen, the words at peace
Uh,
is a prepositional phrase. It means the
Mm-hmm.
same. It means the state of being calm and quiet, at peace. For example, I
Mm-hmm.
feel most at peace with the world at midnight. Okay, now let's
Mm-hmm.
practice again. At what time of the day
Mm-hmm.
do you feel most at peace with the world? At what time of the day do you feel most at peace with the world? I
Mm-hmm.
feel
I
most at
feel
peace
most
with
at
the
peace
world at
with the world at late in evening
late in
in
the
the evening
evening. In the evening.
mm. In the
Very,
evening
very good. Next, encounter.
encounter.
Very good. Encounter is a verb. It means to have or experience problems, difficulties, etc. For example, I encountered some problems on my way here today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's practice. Did you encounter any problems on your way here today? Did you encounter any problems on your way here today? Yes or no?
Oh no,
I didn't
I don't.
encounter
I didn't
any
encounter
problems on my
any
way
problems
here
on my
today.
way here today.
Very good. Next, repeat. After all.
After all.
Very good. Okay, listen. After all is a preposition. Okay, it's a
Mm-hmm.
preposition. It is
Mm-hmm.
used to express that something eventually happened, even though we thought
Mm-hmm.
it was not going to happen. For, for
Mm-hmm.
example, I was convinced she wouldn't arrive in time for the wedding ceremony, but she made it
Mm-hmm.
after all. Let's
Mm-hmm.
practice. Give me an example of the words after all to express that something eventually happened, even though we thought it was not going to happen. Give me an example of the words even though or after all used to express that something eventually happened, even though we thought it was not going to happen. I was convinced
I was
she wouldn't
convinced
arrive
he wouldn't
in
arrive
time for the wedding,
in time for the wedding,
but she made it after
but
all.
she made it after all.
Very good. Next, repeat call off.
Call off.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word call off is a
Mm-hmm.
phrasal verb. It means to
Mm-hmm.
cancel. For example,
Oh.
we had to call off our trip due to the heavy rain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's practice. When an event you've been looking forward to is called off, how do you feel? When an event
Mm-hmm.
you've been looking forward to is called off, how do you feel? When an
Mm-hmm.
event
When an
I've been
event
looking forward
I'd be
to
looking
is
forward
called
to
off,
is called
I
off,
feel
I feel disappointed.
very good. Next, repeat medium.
Medium.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word medium is an adjective. It means neither large
Mm-hmm.
nor small. For example,
Mm-hmm.
I prefer to live in a medium-sized house. Not too small, not
Mm-hmm.
too big.
Uh-huh.
Let's practice. How many bedrooms does a medium-sized house in your town have? How many
Mm-hmm.
bedrooms does a medium-sized house in your town have? A
Mm-hmm.
medium-sized
A
house
medium-sized
in my
house
town has
in my town has what?
how many
Mm,
bedrooms?
3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms. Very good. Okay, next repeat. Lane,
Lane.
motorway,
Motorway.
overtake.
Overtake.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word lane is a noun. It means a part of a road that is marked by painted lines and that is for a single line or vehicles. For example,
Mm-hmm.
traffic lanes, a highway with 3 lanes, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Motorway is a noun. It means a large highway. Overtake
Mm-hmm.
is a verb. It means to go past another vehicle that is moving more slowly in the same direction. For example, you should never overtake on a curve. The outside lane on a motorway should be used for overtaking.
Mm-hmm.
Let's practice. What should the outside lane on a motorway be used for? What should the outside lane on a motorway be used for? The outside lane
The
on a
outside lane
motorway
on a
should be
motorway
used for
should be used
overtaking.
for overtaking.
Very good. Next, repeat dash.
Dash.
Cut short.
Cut short.
Very good. Okay, listen. To dash is a verb. It means to
Mm-hmm.
run or move quickly or suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
Run or
Mm-hmm.
move quickly, suddenly. For
Mm-hmm.
example,
Mm-hmm.
if we are late for a very important appointment, we must dash. Cut
Mm-hmm.
short is a verb. It means to end something earlier than expected. For example, when people say sorry, I must dash during a conversation, they mean that
Mm-hmm.
they have to leave in a hurry and so cut
Mm-hmm.
short the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's practice. What do people mean during a conversation when they say, sorry, I must dash? What do people mean during a conversation when they say, sorry, I must dash? When people
Hmm.
say,
When
sorry,
people
I
say,
must dash
sorry, I must
during a
dash
conversation,
during a
they mean
conversation,
they have
they
to
mean
leave in a
they have to
hurry
leave
and
in a
so cut
hurry
short
and
the
so cut
conversation.
short the conversation.
Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to reading.
Okay.
Okay, so our reading is at stage 8, paragraph page 656.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and our last headword was hunger, share. Okay, start with the third question. Have you got any shares in any companies?
Okay. Have you got any shares in any companies? No, I haven't got any shares in any companies.